Welcome to Numberhood, a part of Noble Learners. In this video, we are going to prove this identity 1 minus tangent square theta upon 2 over 1 plus tangent square theta upon 2 is going to make cosine theta. Let us start. So over here, we have to use a formula that is tangent theta divided by 2. You already know this. This is going to make plus or minus root 1 minus cosine theta upon 1 plus cosine theta. So this is one of the important formula what we need to understand. Now let us establish, since we have sine square theta upon 2 over there. So therefore we are going to square this as well. And when we are going to square, the square and this root is going to cancel out. So in other words, I could say that tangent square theta upon 2 is going to make 1 minus cosine theta upon 1 plus cosine theta. So that is the step number 1. Now I'm going to plug in this value in the function itself. So I'm going to take the left hand side of the function, this entity, and I'm going to plug in this value. So let us write over here. So 1, don't forget to put a minus sign and a parenthesis because the minus sign would be distributed. It is very important. So you are going to write 1 minus cosine theta upon 1 plus cosine theta instead of tangent square theta upon 2. That is the half angle formula. Now in same manner I'm going to write 1 plus and then 1 minus cosine theta and 1 plus cosine theta. Now the next thing what you have to understand is you have to make the common denominator. So common denominator would be 1 plus cosine theta. So I have to multiply by 1 plus cosine theta in both numerator and denominator. Over here also and at this part as well. You have to know this. So let us try that one. I'm multiplying with 1 plus cosine theta because the least common denominator or least common multiple for 1 and 1 plus cosine theta is going to be 1 plus cosine theta. So I'm going to write 1 plus cosine theta upon 1 plus cosine theta and then a minus sign over there, and then I'm going to just copy that 1 minus cosine theta and then 1 plus cosine theta. This is how I'm going to write. After that I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to write, see again the LCM is going to be 1 plus cosine theta or least common denominator. So I'm going to write 1 plus, over here actually I was doing 1 plus cosine theta, and then I'm going to write 1 plus cosine theta, and then we have a plus sign and I'm just going to copy that one, 1 minus cosine theta and then 1 plus cosine theta. Now since the denominators are same, we could perform the addition subtraction over here. Don't forget this minus sign. This minus sign would be distributed here also and here as well. So over here what we have to do is we have to write, since this minus and minus will become a plus, so that will become plus cosine theta, and this minus, this plus 1 and minus will become a minus 1. So 1 minus 1 will become 0 and cosine theta plus cosine theta is going to become 2 cosine theta. This is what you have to understand. And then you are going to write 1 plus cosine theta. After that, in denominator, we are going to do the same thing. Since this has a plus sign, no need of distributing this. So 1 plus 1 is going to make 2 like that. And cosine theta minus cosine theta will make 0. So no need to write that. And then common denominator 1 plus cosine theta I'm going to write. After this is a kind of division sign. So I'm just going to write in a different manner. Let us see over here. I can write 2 cosine theta over 1 plus cosine theta, and then I could write divided by 2 upon 1 plus cosine theta. Now you already know the division sign is going to change into multiplication and it is going to reciprocate. So I'm going to write 2 cosine theta divided by 1 plus cosine theta, and then it will become times, and I'm going to reciprocate, so that is going to become 1 plus cosine theta and upon 2 cosine theta. Now over here if you see 1 plus cosine theta and 1 plus cosine theta, they will cancel out, and here 2 and 2 will cancel out, so we are left with cosine theta. And this is what we were supposed to establish. We were supposed to establish that this one is going to make cosine theta And these are the steps by which we could prove this. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to Numberhood. And if you're looking for an online tutor, Noble Learners has more than 1000 students across the globe. So you can join the Noble Learners tutoring. We have a lot of expert tutor for all the subjects. So see you in the demo class. If you want to take a demo class, the link is given in description. You can go to our website www.noblelearners.in and you can contact us. Thank you so much.